The Killa Gorilla, Jared Cannonier, put on an incredible performance last night against the guy that literally spoils the party for every up-and-coming contender, and that is Blonde Brunson.
Yeah.
And Cannonier even said, I turned Blonde Brunson into Blood Brunson. I thought that was a great line. In my opinion, this guy's undeniable for the next title shot. When you finish Derek Brunson with those vicious ground and pound elbows like he did in the second round, nobody else is getting the title shot next, other than Jared Cannonier.
Yeah, he still's got to go through Izzy Adesanya to get the title, but he absolutely deserves the title shot next. You know, before the fight, Izzy was in the back telling him, like, you know, go get this job done. I want fresh meat. I want some fresh blood in there. I want you basically for the next fight. And I love that. And Jared Cannonier heard him, said, aye, captain, went right in there, handled business. And it wasn't without any adversity. That first round was pretty big for Derek Brunson. That wrestling is no joke.
Seriously.
Derek Brunson is a tough dude. And to take somebody like Jared Cannonier, who has the strength and the former build of a heavyweight, to take him down and be able to do some things on the ground at first is very, very impressive, especially when Cannonier's fresh. But you keep taking him down, he's going to keep getting back up, and then eventually you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with the energy zap that comes with all those takedowns. I mean, he tried 9 in the first round, and he was successful on 2 of them. But, God, just go try to shoot on somebody in the gym 9 times. You're going to be exhausted afterwards. And then Cannonier was able to find that cannon of a shot and, you know, put the lights out. And that last little barrage was very cool, a true show of mixed martial arts. You know, he's throwing all different kinds of combinations and strikes. Very, very impressive. I think he is absolutely undeniable. I don't think that Izzy Adesanya is afraid of Cannonier by any means, but he's definitely got to be on high alert because this guy's coming and he's hard to finish and he's going to give you a tough night of business.
That is for sure. And listen, I know Bobby Knuckles beat the hell out of Jared Cannonier, and I know Izzy Adesanya beat the hell out of Bobby Knuckles twice now, but listen, Jared Cannonier versus Adesanya gets me very excited, and styles do make matchups. There is going to be a massive strength differential when Jared gets in there with Izzy. Now there's also going to be a massive skill and striking differential, and that's going to favor the champion. But I think this fight is going to be a fun one, and it's going to be a very difficult one for both men. Jared Cannonier defending those takedowns against Derek Brunson. I mean, Derek Brunson made taking down Kevin Holland look like absolute light work. I mean, what he did to Edmund Shabazian, make it absolute light work. Jared Cannonier is like a steel wall. When you shoot, when you can make Derek Brunson's takedown ratio 2 for 9, that's something to really be admired because Derek Brunson's takedown ratio is usually more like 4 for 5 or 5 for 6.
Right.
And, you know, in credit to Cannonier, he got right back up every time. He really put on a display of mixed martial arts ability from not only getting back up on his feet, but the striking on his feet, keeping the distance, takedown, defense, and all those times he did actually defend the takedown. Beautiful ground and pound guard passing, maintaining top position on the ground. He showed us a depth of skills last night. I think Jared Cannonier is certainly going to be a good challenge for Izzy. And Izzy said, look, let's do it in June. I cannot wait for that fight.
Yeah, June can't come soon enough. I will say that the matchmakers in the UFC are the absolute best in the business. They're some of the best people at their job on the planet. They're always giving us great fights that we can enjoy and fights that we didn't even know we wanted, but now we know we have to have. But one thing they always do appreciate is when the fighters help them do their job.
Yep.
Jared Cannonier came out and said he wants Izzy. Izzy came out right after that and said he wants Cannonier. They have made the match for the matchmakers. Now they set a date. They get one of those 2 pay-per-view dates in June. Put the Izzy Adesanya, the champ, the stylebender, the biggest draw, the highest paid now athlete in the UFC. I think in MMA history. Get him on the top of the bill. Get Jared Cannonier right there. They're perfectly lined up with the scheduling, with the healing, with the training camp, all of that stuff. Yep. They made the matchmakers' jobs very easy in the UFC, and I think that they really appreciate that. These guys did more than just kick and punch last night. They sold the show. They performed at their best. They did a great pre-fight build-up. They did a great post-fight speech and then post-fight press conference. Everything that you have to do. It's not just one of those things. It's not just pick and choose what you like to do. Don't call somebody out. You have to put yourself up to make sure that you can go back to work the next day. It's not just about the one day that you're working. And I really do appreciate that Jared Cannonier knew how to play ball. Izzy Adesanya always plays ball. He never leaves without performing before the fight, performing in the fight, and then making sure he's got a job to come back to the next time around. So kudos to these two men for making the job quite easy for the matchmakers.
It's a thing of beauty. And Sean Strickland, I love you, buddy, but you're going to have to take a hot back seat here because Jared Cannonier is the next title challenger.
Absolutely. I think that Jared Cannonier put a statement on, beating somebody like Brunson. Sean Strickland did really good, masterclass of boxing, but it wasn't a finish like Jared Cannonier.
That's for sure. Guys, let us know in the comments, is the Killa Gorilla the next title challenger? And can he beat Izzy? We love chatting with you guys in the comments, so keep them coming and have a wonderful day.
Peace.